Owen Cholko, and this is your WKHS News for Friday, May 13th. On this week's news, we learn how students balance the expectations of Ramadan with school. We go behind the scenes with this year's Arts in Action, and we get a look at this month's episode of unPACK. Your WKHS News starts now.
Audio Jungle.
Good morning, Kilborn. I'm Amber Ginheim.
And I'm Gunnar Langhurt.
Have you heard much about Ramadan this year?
I've heard a lot about it, but I'm sure there are students who haven't.
So this is for you. Maya and Sienna show us what it's like during Ramadan as a student.
Ramadan is a month-long religious celebration, but many don't realize how it affects student schooling.
I feel like Ramadan affects your patience and like the amount of stuff that you can do during the day is also limited by Ramadan as well.
My attention span, because like I need like food and water, so like whenever I like think, I'm not thinking about like what I'm focusing on really.
Testing is definitely harder during the first weeks of Ramadan, but then as you get used to it, as your body get more used to it, it really becomes normal.
I think it affects my body and my eating habits in many ways. Since the start of Ramadan, I've lost almost 10 pounds. Ramadan also helps you with self-discipline.
When I have sports, I'm not really tripping about it, but like I do get like really thirsty, and I need motivation. So my mom be sending me like motivational stuff. So like she sent Lil Durk one time.
Right before you go to bed, you gotta like feed your body as much as possible so that the next day you're not dehydrated or stuff like that. Like getting injured during sports can be really frequent, especially while fasting, because your body is dehydrated and like it's easy to get cramps and things of that nature. But really, I just like I'm used to it at this point, so it's like it doesn't really affect me that much.
This has been Maya Bashir and Tiana Fells, WKHS News.
To help end out the school year, Arts in Action is today. So Nash and Jake give us more information on this event.
Arts in Action will be May 13th, and it'll be happening through the lunch periods. So throughout the lunch periods, you'll see lots of different activities that are arts related all throughout the downstairs. In addition to art displays, art demonstrations by students from the art department, and you'll also have opportunities to participate with salsa dancing in the auditorium. We'll have music and band performances happening throughout the lunch periods. You'll be able to find a healing drum circle that you can participate in the auditorium. The Spanish classes will be creating a Guatemalan carpet throughout the front hallway. And Recycling Club will also be doing a recycling activity as well as composting. There's lots more kind of happening throughout those lunch periods, so feel free to float around and observe the art respectfully. You'll be able to participate in some activities, and other activities you'll be observing.
We talked to a ceramics student about one of the things that is happening during Arts in Action.
The throwdown is where students compete head-to-head and throw, and they have 10 minutes to throw 12.5 pounds of clay or however much they want. And so the scoring is the first to center, so the first one to get their clay ready has a point, and then whoever has the smallest thickness at 2 centimeters up from the top, and then height in inches, and then style. So we have a teacher judge and a student judge, and they'll do based on design and stuff like that.
Students are expected to visit Arts in Action during their lunch period. You should have your lunch first, and then you'll be able to visit the activities. You can decide what you want to see yourself. You can see some of the ceramics demonstrations, and you can talk to the artists about their artwork. Remember to be respectful of the space the artists have set up to allow them to have plenty of room to move around. Only touch art that is allowed to be touched, and enjoy it mostly with your eyes. The expectation is you see Arts in Action during your lunch period, but if you have an off period during those times, you're still welcome to see the artwork.
This has been Nash Biglin and Jake Smith, WKHS News.
This week on the web, Corinne Malinowski tells us about how our spring will look this year.
Sophia Musser asks students of their favorite class book.
And Addie Baird talks to students about their favorite teachers.
You can find all this and more on our website at WKHSmedia.com. I hope you guys love unPACK as much as I do. The unPACK staff gives us a trailer of this month's new episode.
Hello and welcome to unPACK Family Feud. Our 2022 champions of unPACK Family Feud are
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
Wow, Obama's looking really appealing.
This has been your WKHS News. Tonight, girls lacrosse and baseball play, so make sure to come support.
And over the weekend, baseball and GLACs play again, as well as volleyball, so make sure to wish them the best of luck.
Have a fun and safe weekend, Kilbourne.
And always remember to make the Pack proud.